Hi, welcome to this video looking at Year 6 4 operations, and it's from the White Rose Maths worksheet. So Rose Maths are a really good resource for Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3 and even GCSE level maths. Okay, we're going to start with question number 1. It says circle all the square numbers. Now, square numbers just means that if I multiply a number by itself, I get a square number. So if I have 1 to the power of 2, okay, this means 1 squared. And what this means is 1 times 1. Okay, so I take the number and I multiply it by itself just once. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1. So 1 is a square number because I can take the square root of that number and get my original number. The next one would be 2 squared, which is 2 times 2. Now we should know that 2 squared, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, 4's not on there. 2 is not a square number because I can't take the square root of 2 and get a whole number answer. Okay, 10 is not a square number. Okay, 49 is because 49 is 7 squared. Okay, or 7 times 7. Okay, so the square root of 49 is 7. Okay, because 7 to the power of 2 or 7 squared is 49. 144 is also a square number. It's 12 squared, 12 to the power of 2. Okay, 12 times 12 gives me 144. So you do have to learn, okay, your square numbers, I would say from 1 to 15, okay, in terms of your square numbers. This is question number 2. Tick the cards that are common factors of 12 and 18. So factors means numbers that go into that number. So 6 is a factor of 12 and 18. Yep, that's correct. 9's a factor of 18, but it's not a factor of 12, so I can't have that. 36 is a multiple of these numbers and not a factor. 2 is a factor of 2 and 18. 4 is a factor of 12 but not 18. So it's just 6 and 2 that are common factors of 12 and 18. Okay, factors means numbers that divide into it. This is question number 3, guys. Use the fact 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3 to complete the missing numbers. 120 divided by 4. Well, I've times the number here by 10, so I'm going to times the answer by 10. So I'm going to get the answer of 30. Okay? Because it's just looking at place value here, so you multiply it by 10 to balance the sum, basically, on both sides of my equation. Sorry. Next one, 124 divided by 4. Well, that's actually going to give me 31. Okay, because that extra 4 means that 4 goes into 4 once. Okay. This one, okay, I've divided this by 10 to go from 3 to 0.3, so therefore I will divide this by 10 to keep it consistent. 1.2 divided by 4 is 0.3. This is question number 4, guys. Complete the prime factor tree. Okay, so prime factor tree just means factors of 24 that multiply to give me the number 24. Okay, that's what I call prime decomposition. So 2 is a prime number, so I can just lock it off by circling it. 2 times 12 is 24. 12 is 3 times 4. I can lock off the 3 because that is a prime number. Remember, a prime number has 2 factors, 1 in itself. 4 decomposes to 2 and 2. And I can lock off 2 and 2 because 2 is the only even prime number. Okay? The rest of the even prime numbers can be halved or divided by 2, so they're not prime. And 1 is not a prime number, guys. Okay? This is question number 5. Which 2 calculations give me the same answer? 6 plus 4 times 7. So using BIDMAS, 4 times 7 is 28, plus 6 is 34. The next one, I do the bracket first. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10 times 7 is 70. Okay, This one here, I do the brackets first. 4 times 7 is 28, plus the 6 is 34. So A and D give me the same answer. Okay, remember that I'm using something called BIDMAS or BODMAS. So I'm doing brackets first, then indices. Indices just means power, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Okay, this is question number 6, guys. Tick the card that has the greatest value. 10 to the power of 2 means 10 times 10, and 10 times 10 we should know is 100, so 10 squared is 100. 3 to the power of 3 means 3 cubed, which is 3 times 3 times 3, which we should know that is 27, so 27 is what I call a cube number. And 5 cubed means 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. So the card that has the greatest value is 5 cubed. Okay, so I'm going to tick that one. This is question number 7, guys. Dora thinks of a positive whole number. She says it is an odd number, less than 30. It is one more than a multiple of 11. Is her number prime? Okay, so the multiples of 11, okay, are 11, 22. Okay, it can't be, so the next one would be 33, but I can't include that because it says it is an odd number less than 30, so it has to be less than 30, and it says it's one more than the multiple of 11. Well, I can have the number 23, okay, because that's an odd number, okay, and 23 is prime, okay, and the next odd number above 11 actually is actually 13. Obviously it will be 12, but 12 is an even number, so I can't actually have that. 13 is also prime, okay, so is her number prime? Yes, she can have either the number 13 or 23. Okay, a prime number means it has only 2 factors, one in itself. 13, the factors of 13 are 1 and 13, because 1 times 13 is 13, and 1 times 23 is 23. So it only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. Okay. This is question number 8, guys. Complete the table by putting the labels in the correct place. Okay, A is square number, multiple of 6, not a square number, not a multiple of 6. Okay, so this one is going to be A because they are all square numbers in here. Okay, if I'm looking here, okay, I'm going to put C in this one, okay, because looking at the rows, 36, 144, 6, 24, 60, 18 are all multiples of 6. I can take each number and divide it into 6 and get a whole number answer, which means that this has to be B. Okay, B is not a square number. None of these numbers are square numbers. Okay, if I take the square root of any of these numbers, it will not give me a whole number answer. Okay, next question, guys. Work out 89 squared. So that's going to be 89 times 89. Okay, and we'll try and work this out, guys, using a box method. And what I mean by that is we're going to use like a grid method to work out our answer. I'm going to put 80 in here, 9 here, 80 in here, and 9 in here. Okay, and I'm going to work out my sum and then add the answers in the boxes. 80 times 80, well, 8 times 8 is 64, and then add the 2 zeros, so it's 6,400, guys. Okay, just to be very, very, very clear, 6,400. 80 times 9 is 720. Okay, 80 times 9 again is 720, and then 9 times 9 is 81. and then adding all my answers together. So let's just delete this guy so we got a bit more space. Okay, I'm gonna have 6,400. Okay, add 720, add 720, add 81. Okay, making sure that I'm very, very, very careful with my place values here, guys. Okay, so watching what I'm doing very carefully. Now, I might not have much space at the bottom here to write my answer, so I'll try and do it on the side here. 0 add 0, 0 add 1, add 9 is 10. So 0, carry that 1 into the next column. 1 add 2 is 3, and then add 10 is 13, so 3, carry the 1. 4 add 7 is 11. 11 add 7 is 18. Add that 1 is 19. So 9, carry the 1. And then 6 add 1 is 7. So the final answer is 7,930. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Actually, it should be sorry. I think I've made a mistake, guys. I do apologize. It should be a 0 there. Sorry, not a 1. So this is actually going to change my answer a bit. So that's going to be a 9 there. So yeah, it has to end in a 9. Sorry, that's going to be a 2 there, which is a 12, which still keeps the rest of my answer correct. Sorry, so it's 7,929, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, make sure in the exam, guys, that you copy down the numbers very clearly. I put a 1 by accident, okay, and that could just mess up the rest of my question. Okay. This is question number 10, guys. Harry uses these digit cards 4, 5, 7 and 8. He makes a 3-digit number and a 1-digit number. He multiplies them together. His answer is odd. What could the multiplication be? Okay. So his answer needs to end in a 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. Okay, so whatever I do, I can't times by an even number because it needs to be an odd number. So if I times it by 7, okay, eight, 4, 5. Okay, if I do the 5 times 7, that's going to be 35. So the number is going to end in a 5, which is an odd number. Okay? So there might be more than one answer for this. Okay? I could put a 7 here and a 5 there. Okay, that would also work. Okay? This is question number 11, guys. Alex has 3 boxes of eggs. There are 6 eggs in each box. He takes 1 egg out of each box. Circle the calculation that would show the total number of eggs in the box. Okay. So I would probably circle this one. Okay. Out of each box, sorry. So if we work out, okay, so 6 times 3 is 18, and then minus 3 is going to be 15. So which answer gives me 15? And this has to be this one here, okay, because 6 take away 1 is 5, times 3 is 15. Okay, next question, guys. Okay, so that one's using BIDMAS, guys. Remember, always use BIDMAS if you have multiple operations in the same sum. This is question number 12, guys. Work out the missing numbers. 2 times 3 plus 4 times something. Well, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 4 times something. Well, 70 take away 6 is 64. And 4 times 16 is 64. Okay, next one. 2 times something here times something. So 2 times 7... okay, is 14. 14 times 5 is 70, sorry. Okay. Right, guys, circle how you feel with the 4 operations. So let me know in the comments whether you're a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if you were like a lower number or a higher number now, then let me know a feedback, okay, of how I can improve my explanations in these videos. Okay, I'm always open to suggestion and feedback, guys. Okay, we're now looking at position and direction from Year 6 White Rose Maths. This is question number 1. Write down the coordinates of point A. So it's across the corridor up the stairs. So it's across 4 and then up 6. So across 4 and then up 6. Next question. Plot the points B and C on the grid. B is 2, 1, which is there. So that is letter B. And then C is 6, 1, which is going to be there. Okay. And then the next part says, join up the 3 points to make a triangle. Okay. So joining it up here, obviously I've done it freehand here, but make sure that you use a ruler when you do this. Okay. What type of triangle is drawn? Now I'm inclined to say an equilateral triangle. Obviously it might not look it, okay, so it's an equilateral triangle where all the sides and angles are the same. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, guys. Okay. Question 2, guys. Teddy is drawing a rectangle on a grid. Okay. Plot the final vertex of the triangle. So you can probably see here, I've done it in light red actually. So the coordinates would be 5, 7. Okay, and that would give me the point to make that a rectangle. Okay. This is question number 3, guys. Translate triangle S, 2 left and 3 down. Label triangle T. So I'm going to shift each point 2 units to the left and then 3 down. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's going to go there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Label it T. Okay. Right, guys, this is question number 4. Reflect the shape in the y-axis. So this is actually my y-axis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the number of squares from this line from each point, if that makes sense, and then draw like a mirror image. Okay, so imagine it is like reflected in the mirror. So I'm going to go 1, 2, I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, so that's going to be there. This one is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's going to be there. Okay, the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be there. This one is going to be here. Okay, so it's like a backwards L shape, so it's going to look something like that. Okay, making sure that you use a ruler and a pencil for this. Okay, so you're counting each point, how many squares it is away from the y-axis, which is this line here. Okay, Eva translates shape A 3 units to the right and 1 up. She labels her new shape B. Explain why Eva is wrong. Well, let's take this top right corner. 3 units to the right means 1, 2, 3 and then 1 up. But she's actually put that point there, so that's why it's incorrect. So that new point should be there and not there. Okay. Similarly, let's just change the colours a bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 up. So the next point should be here. Okay, but she's put it here, which is actually incorrect. Okay, so a little cross there for incorrect. Okay, and then that would be the next one. The next one would be 1, 2, 3, 1 up, so it's going to be there. Okay, and then finally 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so these are the new coordinates of this correct shape. So she's actually moved it more places to the right and more up, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, it is more than 3 and then more than 1 up. What are the coordinates of the correctly translated shape? Well, I'm going to have 5, 2 there. I'm going to have 7, 2. I'm going to have 5, 4. And I'm going to have 7, 4. Okay. This is question number 6, guys. On the grid, draw the shape with vertices -2, -3. So that's going to be down here. -4, -3. So that's going to be down here. And I'm going to have -4, -1. Okay, so it looks like a right angled triangle from my drawing. Obviously, I've not drawn it perfectly. Reflect the shape in the x-axis. Label your shape P. So this is my x-axis here. Okay, this is horizontal. So again, counting the squares from each vertex to the horizontal axis. 1 up, 1 up. So it's going to be there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to go there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to go there. Okay, so that's going to be my first part. Okay, so taking each step at a time. And then it says label that P. So this is now my triangle called P. Okay, so let's just change the colour now for the next part. Translate shape P 6 units to the right and 2 down. Label the new shape Q. So 6 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's going to be 1, 2. Okay, the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be 1, 2. Okay. Okay, remember that a translation just means a movement, so it's the same shape, okay, but it's just been shifted, it's been moved. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Okay, so it's going to be there. I'm going to label that shape Q. Okay, so that's my answer for that question. Right, guys, this is question number 7. A square is drawn on the grid. 2 of its vertices are 3, 3 and 7, 7. What's the perimeter of this square? Now, I can obviously draw this visually, but I can look at like the jumps, okay? So each length, so it's going essentially 4 across and then 4 up and then 4 across and then 4 up or down, okay? So each side length is 4 units. Now the perimeter in maths means the distance around the shape. So I'm going to do 4, add 4, add 4, add 4, which is the same as saying 4 lots of 4. So 4 times 4, or 4 add 4, add 4, add 4, and 4 4s are 16. So the perimeter of the square is 16 units. Okay. And that's my answer for that question, guys. Right, guys, this has taken us to the end of today's video, so I sincerely hoped you found it informative. Hope you found it useful. If you did, please press like, please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and lastly, please click that bell icon so you don't miss out on further videos and further uploads, okay? And let me know which number you would circle for position direction for year 6 work for maths, okay? Any questions, any queries, put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.